to another night of Monroe Central Seminole football. Tonight, from Frontier High School, your 6-2 Monroe Central Seminoles will oppose the 1-7 Frontier Cougars. This is Jeff Stevens going solo tonight as Dale and Joe are on assignment once again with Channel 7. Joined up top here on the visitor side with cameraman Jason Jones as the Seminoles take the field. A lot of important things happening tonight. One being that with the win, the Seminoles will clinch at least a tie of the PVC. And that will be the 4th consecutive year that the Seminoles will be at least a share of the PVC title. And as many people may know, that with the win tonight, Coach Jay Costa will post the 200th win of his career. That's 200 wins in 28 years, and that averages out to 7 a year, and I don't care where you're at, that's pretty darn good. I believe the Seminoles are supporting new white jerseys tonight. So we've had the opening coin toss, and we're just moments away from the opening of this game. As I said, I'm going solo tonight with Dale and Joe on assignment with Channel 7, and Lance is taking the night off as he wishes to be a spectator tonight. So if you don't like listening to me the whole night, you might want to grab your remote and get that mute button handy.
The Cougars won the toss and will receive.
Frontier has won the toss. They will receive. So that will put the Seminoles on defense first after just a superb defensive effort last week in that game against Lindsley, posting the shutout and holding Lindsley to less than 100 yards of total offense. Number 21, Ryan Schmidt, and number 4, Ronnie Early are the deep men for the Cougars. They are both sophomores. Also on the far side, looks like number 19 is a senior, Brian Edgar. Darren Grubb will tee it up, and we're just moments away from getting underway. There's the kick, we're underway. Early at his own 10. Behind the wedge, he'll be hit at the ankles by Shoemaker, covered up at the 32-yard line. And that's where Frontier will start, the 1st and 10.
On the stop for the Seminoles, number 21, Josh Jones.
It appears to be the same starting defensive lineup that we saw last week against Lindsley, with Heath Wells as the middle guard, Robert Muntz, Tucker Roberts, the tackles, John Cecil, Adam Jones, the ends, John Shoemaker, Josh Jones, the linebackers. Frontier's first play. They'll give him a little counter. Short gain. That's Schmidt, the ball carrier. The secondary is number 24, Ben Miller. Number 22, Josh Woodby, along with 88, Jesse Nippert, and number 30, Brad Ledwig. Put the nose of the football at the 35-yard line.
Second down, 8 for
pickup of 2. There's the fake, and the quarterback, number 11, is hit on the far side. And it's hard to see from here. That number 11 is Eric Reed, a junior quarterback.
Number 21, Josh Jones.
We see Tucker Roberts checking out, and Jeremy Beardmore in on this 3rd and long. PA man gives Josh Jones credit for that last play. And that's with one set of eyes. That's going to become real difficult to keep track of ball carriers and tacklers and everything else. So please bear with us. 4-man front by the Seminoles. 3rd down and 17. And a deep shotgun. We're going to get a whistle. And As I said, the quarterback for the Cougars is number 11, Eric Reed. You know, earlier in the year, their quarterback had been number 20, a senior, Todd Taylor. But it's the junior Reed getting the start today. It's an illegal procedure against Frontier. That'll back them up 5 more.
Third down and 22 for
So make it 3rd and 22 now. Again, the quarterback in a deep shotgun formation. And it snaps over his head. He's going to chase it back into the end zone where he's going to try to cover it. It's still loose. And the call is a safety by the official. There's a lot of Seminoles down there. But a Frontier Cougar must have been able to get the ball back. And it is a safety. And I cannot see who the Cougar was that was able to get back on the ball. Several Seminoles had a shot at it. But for the 3rd time this year, the Seminole defense has recorded a safety. And at 10:09 remaining in the first period, it's 2-0 Monroe Central. So after that safety, the result will be a free kick by the Cougars from their own 20-yard line. They have the choice of either punting or kicking from the tee. So the Seminoles will get the ball in pretty good field position for their first possession. And it's always nice to already have a lead when you take over for the first time. Jesse Nippert, along with John Shoemaker and Josh Woodby, will go deep at about their own 35-yard line.
number 66.
Seminoles short a man. Robert Muntz comes out to give him their 11th player. This is a kickoff return team, so sometimes that adds to some confusion. Number 66 is Bobby Shapley, a sophomore. Looks like he's going to punt the ball. As everybody moves up a little forward, now the deep men in Shoemaker and Nippert would be up near the 45-yard line. Nippert Shoemaker and bobbles the ball, picks it up now to 40. He's across the 50, and he's heading for the end zone. John Shoemaker is going to go 60 yards with the free kick. That's a touchdown, and Monroe Central 8-0. Can you back up? So John Shoemaker 60 yards with the opening kick, so the Seminoles still have not went on offense. And without having a run of play on offense, that's an 8-0 lead, trying to make it 9-0 is Darren Grubb. Matt Cole back with us this week will hold. Tucker Roberts snaps down, kicks up, and a lot of height. Looks good and is good. 9:57 remaining in the first period. Monroe Central now leading 9-0. So to get a score there early from your defense and then a score from your special team on a return, that's the first kick return of the year for the Seminoles. So you come down here, the first thing you want is to just try to, get off to a good start. I think the Seminoles have more than anything fit that description as they lead 9-0 without ever having run a play offensively. So Darren Grubb for the second time will kick off.
60, Darren Grubb will kick off for the Seminoles.
Again, Edgar, Schmidt, and Early are deep. I guess the scenario you'd like to get tonight is in the first half to get a lot of points on the board, then come back out the third quarter, start looking at some things, working on some situations with some backups, and then turn the fourth quarter over to your JV team. So we're well on our way to that tonight, but we've only played 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Grubby's kick right down the middle, taken there at the 11-yard line. He's going to be across the 25 near the 30-yard line. That's number 21, Ryan Schmidt. He's hit by a whole host of Seminoles right in the middle of the field there.
Number 34, Adam Jones.
It's like Adam Jones is there, Josh Jones also, plus some others.
The Cougar ball, first and 10 from their own 27-yard line.
So at the 27-yard line, they'll place it for the Seminoles' second possession. Again, their quarterback is Reed, number 11. They'll get motion from number 4 early. They'll give to an up back. He has some nice running room before being brought down. Adam Jones is the tackle. The ball carrier was number 44. That is Jamie Benniger, a junior. Again, the Cougars showed just 6 seniors on their team, but yet when they were doing some senior night introductions here previous to the game, they had just 4 seniors at that time. So nice gain there by the running back, number 44, Benniger. It's now going to be 2nd down and 4. Again, the fullback, Benniger again, I believe he's going to be hit by Shoemaker.
Benniger on the carry.
And others, he's going to be about a yard short of a first down, it appears. 3rd down and a yard.
Stop for the nose, number 34, Adam Jones.
So after some problems in the first possession by the Cougars, they have got some positive yardage here.
3rd down 1 for the Cougars.
We're going to get Brad Demmerling, and for his first defensive action, I believe, of the year, as they'll go with a 6-man front. Brad Ludwig checking out of the lineup. They'll give him a straight dive, and he didn't get anywhere. Shoemaker hits the ball carrier, number 21, Schmidt, and he's going to get no yardage.
On the stop for the nose, number 44, John Shoemaker.
So Johnny Shoemaker shoots a gap and guessed right and made the play. So 3 plays and out. The Cougars now forced to punt again.
4th down for the Cougars.
So 4th down, less than a yard. The Seminoles will try here not to fall for any movement, but it might force them to jump offside. And they're going to line up and they're going to go for it on this 4th and yard. I guess when you're 1 and 7, you have nothing to lose. They'll run the option, and the quarterback is dropped. He also does not have the football. But on 4th down, it really doesn't matter. I believe Johnny Cecil may have come up with that football. He was there along with Heath Wells. So whether they ruled that a fumble or not, I'm not sure, but it really doesn't matter, as that was a 4th down play. Seminoles will take over now at the Frontier 33-yard line. And finally, after 4 minutes and 17 seconds of play, Monroe Central will run their first play from scrimmage, already leading 9-0. We get a wing formation. Both ends are tight. Eye in the backfield. Josh Jones. Nice running room. He's near the 25-yard line on his first carry of the night.
Number 24, Ed Kaiser, and number 4, Ronnie Early.
They'll place him just shy of the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. Preston Kilburn was in for that opening play. Nippert now replaces him. We see Dan Harris, number 71, and at the right tackle position. He along with Robert Muntz on the right side. Jeremy Beardmore, the center. 2nd down. They'll give it to Shoemaker. The ball is loose. Brad Demmerling picks up the loose football, and he's going to get some more yardage. So Shoemaker fumbling the football. Demmerling saves the day by picking it up and getting some more yards. For an instant, it looked like he might be able to run all the way to the end zone. Brad Demmerling is the guard on the far side. The tackle over there is Tucker Roberts. Tight end is John Cecil. We've already seen Jones and Shoemaker in the backfield. We have Josh Woodby also in the backfield, along with quarterback Derek Griffith. Not real sure how much we'll see of Ben Miller tonight, as he still a little bit gimpy this week with the knee injury that he suffered last week. So he may not play a lot offensively and just be held to the defensive side of the ball. But it is 1st and 10. Griffith, second back, gives to Jones. He takes a pretty good hit.
Josh Jones on the carry.
At the line of scrimmage, he falls forward to the 15-yard line.
The Cougars, number 4, running early, number 66, Bobby Shapley.
They'll put him at the 14-yard line. 3-yard pickup by Jones. 2nd down, 7. Matt Cole, who's in for that play, now checks out. And we can see in the early going of this game some different personnel trying to play a good bit, as Dan Harris playing that tackle spot normally occupied by Darren Grubb. Griff's first pass. That's complete. That's a touchdown to Jesse Nippert. 14 yards on the first pass of the game. Seminoles on the board once again. Derek Griffith to Jesse Nippert. 4th touchdown of the year by Nippert. I started to mention there, Darren Grubb also is ailing a little bit this week. He's had a bad wrist, so he's not practiced much this week, so he may not see a lot of action on either offense or defense in this game. And early indications are we may see quite a few Seminoles in the action early that have not played a lot tonight.
Number 7, Matt Cole.
Darren will be on to kick the extra point. Robert snaps. Matt Cole holds. Grubb's kick right through. 5 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in period number 1. Monroe Central 16, Frontier nothing. Darren Grubb to kick off. There's a little checking there after that touchdown there with Coach Matt Singleton. And, the different quarterback for Frontier this week due to the fact that their regular quarterback, number 20, a senior, Todd Taylor, broke his ankle this week. And obviously he's not able to play. And people at the game may have noticed the Cougars before they come on the field stopping by a pickup truck down in the end zone near the scoreboard and, and getting high fives from somebody, and that is Taylor down there. This line drive kick to number 21, Schmidt. He has some running room. He's across the 30 near the 32-yard line. So now Frontier without a first down on their first 2 possessions, as they'll have their best position to start a drive thus far tonight at their own 33-yard line. They'll send a receiver wide left. That's number 19, Brian Edgar. Their quarterback under center is Reed. He'll give on a counter to number 4 early. Short gain before Muntz, Adam Jones, and also Matt Cole in on the play. Pickup of a yard. Second down and 9. Ball at the 34-yard line. They'll send Edgar wide to the right this time. They'll try their first pass. And it's going to be complete. And it'll be near a first down. Quarterback Reed took quite a shot there from, I believe that's Robert Muntz, as he threw that ball up. But the receiver, Edgar, 6'4", so you just throw the ball up in the air and let him go up and get it. And it is a completion, and it's good for a first down. The first Cougar first down of the evening. Coming in, we really expected the Cougars to put the ball in the air a lot, but now that they're trying to break in a new quarterback, that may change their game plan somewhat. Really an outmanned Frontier team, even more so when you lose a key performer. There's a quick snap. It looks like the quarterback was not ready for that snap, and He got the ball, and about the same time, he had Heath Wells driving him backwards.
Heath Wells.
When you're that middle guard, such as Heath Wells, you're trained to watch that ball. When it moves, you move. And it looks like the quarterback was not ready for either.
12.
So a loss of a couple of yards. Second down and 12. They'll put the ball at the 42-yard line. 4 minutes remaining first quarter. Reed drops. He wants to throw. He's got some pressure. He's going to be down under a whole lot of white shirts. I think you saw a flag go down. I think the official reached in his pocket for the bean bag and accidentally grabbed his penalty flag, so he picked it up very quickly, kind of hoping nobody would see it. So there is no penalty on the play. We're going to get a stoppage of play. 3:36 on the clock. Frontier will call a timeout. That flag kind of distracted me there for a moment. I was not able to see who all was in on the sack. But it's going to be 3rd down and 16. Frontier will spend their first timeout. And it really looks to me as if the Cougars are going to have a lot of trouble moving the ball with a JV kid at quarterback. You know, nothing against him, but you know, I'm sure he's not had much opportunity to practice here, and it's not quite the level of their other quarterback, you know, Taylor, who is out tonight. After that Frontier timeout, 3rd down, 16. They go with a little draw. And John Cecil, the ball's loose. Cecil scrambling after the loose football. Now, I'm not sure who has it. We'll stop the play, take a look at it here. Well, out of that pile comes John Shoemaker. To give a sack and a forced fumble to John Cecil. Recovery to John Shoemaker. Seminoles in great shape once again. They're going to start at the Frontier 27-yard line. But before the quarterback Reed could even set up there, he took a hit from Johnny Cecil from the defensive end spot on that far side. So Derek Griffith now back under center. He's going to give to Shoemaker. Hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle. We're going to get a flag down.
Number 34, John Shoemaker on the carry.
And this is going to be an offensive call, a holding penalty against the Seminoles. That's going to offset that long gain and cost the Seminoles some yardage. So maybe the first thing that hasn't went real well thus far. And as Frontier will accept that penalty. And they'll step it off from the point of the foul, which is the 29-yard line. We see Ben Miller will enter the game offensively. That's 10 yards from the point of the foul, taking it back to the 39-yard line.
Penalty against the Seminoles.
First down and about 22 yards to go, as the point of the foul is a couple yards in the backfield. So what amounts to a 12-yard penalty. So they're going to rewind the clock. Officials are saying start the clock, but the clock operator is not doing so. Griffith drops. He wants to throw. He's going to step away. He now wants to run. He'll be dropped down and a sack. Number 90,
11,
Justin.
Griffith on the keeper.
That is Justin Grosplis.
For the Cougars, number 90, Justin Grosplis.
So it looked like Griff was going to be able to get some running room there as he stepped away for some people, and it'll result in a loss of a couple more yards. Well, he's able to get back near the line of scrimmage, so just inside the 40-yard line. Call it 2nd down and 22. Nippert comes wide to the right. He has Edgar with him. Griffith to throw. Setting up a screen. Here's the screen to Shoemaker. Sidesteps one tackler, has some running room. Down the sideline. Still on his feet. breaks another tackle. He has the first down near the 10-yard line. Well executed screen. Nice run by Shoemaker. And that will be a first down.
By number 81 for Mahoney.
A pickup of almost 30 yards on that play. And it looks like the nose of the football is just shy of the 10-yard line. Seminoles will be able to pick up a first down if need be, just shy of the goal line. First and 10.
Seminoles ball, first and 10 from the Cougar 11.
We'll get Nippert. He'll be wide right. Wishbone formation. Second back is Woodby. On his feet, into the end zone. Touchdown, Josh Woodby. Flag down. Hold on. This probably will not count. And another holding penalty against Monroe Central. That will cancel out the first touchdown of the year by Josh Woodby. So in a game like this where you're able to do a lot of things almost at will, what you hate to see is a couple of penalties, especially holding penalties here in the early going. You know, penalties were a problem last week. You know, it's some inopportune times that canceled out a couple of big plays and cost us a touchdown last week. And costing us a touchdown right here as they'll step it back to the 19-yard line. You know, regardless of what this final score ends up, you know, the coaching staff will not be happy with these penalties in the early going. So it's first down now from the 19 on the counter. Shoemaker tries to bounce outside. He's going to be hit on an ankle tackle by number 73. That's Ricky Kroll.
Stop made by number 73, Rick Kroll for the Cougars.
They'll put that ball down at the 14-yard line. Second down and 13. Again, we see Nippert in and Preston Kilburn getting some extra time here this week with the play. We'll get a stoppage of play. I think an equipment problem by a Cougar. They'll get a substitute in. Number 21, Ryan Schmidt, appears to have a problem with the headgear. We're going to get Heath Wells in offensively now for the Seminoles. An unbalanced formation to the right by Monroe Central. Look for something to come off this right side. And now we're going to get a timeout by Monroe Central. So a whole lot of nothing going on. Let's step out here for a moment with 1:52 remaining first period. Seminoles leading 16-0. After that Seminole timeout, second down and 13. Griffith still has the ball. He's throwing out in the flat. Complete. Nice catch. Woodby keeps his feet, and he didn't get the call for a touchdown. Near the first down. Now they're going to be marked Woodby just short. That's a nice catch by Josh Woodby. He's going to be just shy of the first down, third down. Third down and 1 for a touchdown, and third and about a yard for the first down. Going to give to Woodby, and now Josh Woodby. Third time's a charm. Josh Woodby gets to the end zone, and this one will count. He was in before, a penalty offset that. He was very nearly in on the pass play before this, but now Josh Woodby is into the end zone for a touchdown, and it's 22-0. And it looks like the Seminoles will go for 2 as they'll try to get on that number to make it where 3 scores cannot hurt you. That safety kind of changes the thinking there, but the way things are shaping up here, I don't think the points are going to be a problem in this game. But they will go for 2, and again, this is a chance to work on a 2-point play. Griffith, got a power formation with. They're going to give to Shoemaker. Now he fakes to Shoemaker. Griffith Throws to the back of the end zone. That's caught. I think that's Josh Woodby again. The 2-point conversion is good. Josh Woodby with the touchdown and the conversion. So with 1:39 remaining in the first period, Seminoles having things their own way, 24-0. During this time here while we get ready for this kickoff, got a question to ask you here, let you think about this for a while. I think we can safely talk about the fact that this is going to be Coach Sircosta's 200th win. Some of you old-timers think back, what was the first win of Coach Sircosta's coaching career? Back in 1971 at Woodsfield High School. What was his first win? I'll give you that answer here in a little bit, give you time to think about it. I'll give you that answer if I don't forget here before we leave tonight. Jason says he'll remind me, so I will give you that answer. Talked to some people today, nobody seemed to know for sure or couldn't say for 100%, so I asked Coach Sircosta himself, to give you a little background on that first season back in 1971. And his 28th year, Coach Sircosta is going to post victory number 200. This is 197 regular season and 3 playoffs. Line drive kicked by Grubb in the middle at the 10-yard line. That's number 21 again, Schmidt. He's going to try to bounce the outside and be upended on that far side.
Ryan Schmidt on the kickoff return for the Cougars.
Looks like maybe Ben Miller might have had a piece of that tackle.
Stop for the Seminoles, number 24, Ben Miller.
I tried to do a little homework back. I think this would be 44 wins at Monroe Central, meaning 156 wins occurred at Woodsfield.
Cougar ball, first and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
So it looks like the Cougars will take over at their own 32-yard line now. So I think there's going to be some more Seminoles get an opportunity to play here in this first half, as I see Coach Singleton and Coach Sircosta trying to line up a couple more backup people down below and go give some people some action. Again, they'll give the counter, and there's just no holes to run in at all. Absolutely none. Heath Wells and others there burying that ball carrier, Schmidt, and he had nowhere to go. And there's just absolutely no holes there by this Frontier Cougar lineup. Their offensive line is really just, putting forth, no push at all, and the Seminoles just controlling that line of scrimmage. Josh Jones will check out. Now, get some of these seniors out of there, give them a chance to catch a breather. Adam Farnsworth will be in at linebacker. Don't risk injury with one more game left next week, and a lot riding on that one. They'll give maybe just past the line of scrimmage there. Benninger, number 44, is the ball carrier, but he'll be covered about the original line of scrimmage. Third down and a little less than 10. Jeremy Beardmore checks in defensively. We're in the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. And it's been a long first quarter. Seminoles in the end zone 3 times. Also recording a safety. And the play has all been down here to our right. Third down and just under 10. Reed out of the shotgun, wants to try to throw. He'll get it up out here for number 21. That's complete. He may have his first down. That's Schmidt. He'll be dropped by Woodby. That's the end of the first quarter. They'll take a look at it here, but it looks from here like he does have a first down.
Tackle for the nose, number 22, Josh Woodby, and that's the end of the first quarter.
So we have reached the end of the first period. We'll go ahead and step out of here. Monroe Central 24, Frontier nothing.
Hi, I'm Jeff Waddell. This is my wife Jenny and daughter Ashley. Along with our sons Jeff and Tim make up our family. As you can see, I've got a vested interest in the future of Monroe County, my family. I've lived here all my life and I love it here. My dream is that someday my children can live here and work here too. I do not accept that we can't create or bring jobs to Monroe County. I know we can. I've done it. Many families like ours can't ride their bikes down Main Street. They've been forced to leave because of no jobs. I'd like to change that, and with your help, I can.
Vote for my dad November 3rd.
We
Wayne A. Smith is a husband, father, and grandfather with educational and professional experience in public administration and a solid financial background. He's proudly served his country for 20 years, managing military and civilian personnel. His past financial experience includes being assistant vice president in a bank. He's recently written grants bringing over $600,000 to Monroe County and is actively involved in our community. For energy, vision, and a new sense of direction to the office of Monroe County Auditor, elect Wayne A. Smith, the only qualified candidate.
Ready to start second period. Cougars 1st and 10 after that completion on the last play. They'll give to Benninger. He'll be to the 45-yard line. There's some positive yardage by the running back, Benninger, number 44. He runs hard in there. He's a junior, 5'10", 205. Four-yard pickup on that carry, 2nd down and 6. Ball just across the 45 as the Cougars try to get into Monroe Central territory for the first time this evening. Again, Seminoles up tight. They're going to pitch the ball to Schmidt, and he's going to meet a lot of white jerseys on that far side. Farnsworth and Roberts among the tacklers on that play. They'll put the ball back nose just shy of the 45, so no gain, caught 3rd and 6. Again, those running situations, looks like the Seminoles playing a lot of people up tight, not really fearful of the pass. That will loosen up a little bit on this 3rd and long. Quarterback Reed in the shotgun. Edgar's the man in motion. They'll snap the ball to a short man, and it's loose, and that's Monroe Central's football.
Seminoles will cover the ball.
Ball come loose there. There's a Seminole on it from here on the far side of the field. Really, Adam Jones, the PA man, says making that recovery. So we'll go with him. He was a lot closer than we are. I do know the Seminoles will take over again, and they've run every play from this game thus far from Frontier territory. We're still 10:24 remaining in the first half. Griffith will run the option. He'll cut back. He will get a flag, and he's going to take a tremendous hit from number 44, Benninger. We had a flag down, and we're going to get another holding call
Penalty assessed
against Monroe Central.
Holding.
I was watching that to make sure Derek bounced up quickly after that big hit, and he did. And this holding penalty is going to be disputed a little bit by Coach Acosta. But it will cost Monroe Central 10 yards from the point of the foul. So they'll take the ball back to the 49-yard line for holding.
First and 16 from the
So make it 1st and 16.
49-yard line.
Yeah, what was looking like a very nice gain there by Griffith. Yeah, another penalty. And that's the 3rd holding call and just over a quarter on Monroe Central. We'll get the power eye. Give it to Woodby. He's got some nice yardage. He's got the penalty back plus a little bit of yards. Josh Woodby.
On the stop for the Cougars, number 52, Mitch Williams.
The way this game's developing, of all nights for me to agree to let Lance be a spectator tonight and not be up here to keep me company.
Second down, 7.
2nd down and 7. As that would be carried to the 38-yard line, 11-yard pickup. As I think you're going to see some of these other backs do a little bit of carrying as the game wears on. We're going to get Jones, and he's one of the main ones, and he's going to have a first down at the 30-yard line.
Thank The stop for the Cougars, number 7.
On the year, rushing-wise, for the year, we have, Josh Jones coming into this game with 720 yards rushing. John Shoemaker with 647. Third leading ball carrier is Derek Griffith with 200 yards rushing, followed by Ben Miller at 124 yards, and Josh Woodby coming in with 91 yards rushing. And we've talked about, 5-6 prong attack as far as ball carriers, and many times thus far this year. You'll get the stacked eye. Shuffling out of that is Jones. They'll pitch to Nippert. And he's going to lose the football. And that's going to be a recovery for the Cougars. Trying to get another ball carrier there and trying to get a carry by Jesse Nippert, but the ball comes loose and went flying forward, and the Cougars making the play. So even though things have went well as far as the score, 24-0, about 3 penalties and now a turnover. Cougars will take over at their own 28-yard line. So still some hard hitting going on out there as the Cougars have not given up a 24-0 deficit. They're going to give it to the up back. That's number 44, Benniger. And he's driving himself forward. He's going to have 4, maybe 5 yards on first down.
Stop for the Seminoles, number 22, Josh Woodby. Pick up a 5 on the play, second down 5 for the Cougars.
What you always fear in a game like this is once you score easily a few times early, now that your defense will start to back off a little bit and get a little bit lazy, and your offense the same way. So you're really going to try to keep things going here through this first half. 8 minutes now remaining in that first half. They'll give to the tailback. He'll be submarined.
Number 21, Ryan Schmidt on the third.
And that may have been either Muntz or Shoemaker on that play.
John Shoemaker.
Third down and 4.
Third down 4 for the Cougars.
Seminoles will loosen up a little bit in this passing situation. They'll send Edgar in motion, number 19. Reed in the shotgun. Get some pressure. It's caught and now dropped. That was intended for Benniger. Ludwig was the defender. Incomplete as he tried to make the shoestring grab, but could not do so. Fourth down. Now, earlier in the first quarter in this situation similar to this, the Cougars lined up on fourth down to go for it, but that was 4th and 1. This is 4th and about 4, so they will send a man back in punt formation. Number 60.
For the Cougars, number 66.
66, Bobby Shapley. Nippert is deep with Woodby just a couple steps in front of him. And there's a good snap. He angles it to the side. It's going to hit and roll. And a very short punt as they decided they didn't want to kick to Nippert.
Shapley's punt rolls out of bounds on the 38-yard line.
And that'll only be about a 27-yard punt by the Cougars. It seems like that's happened quite a few times this year where teams have tried to kick away from our return men, and the result has been a poor kick. So I guess if they want to kick it for short yardage, we'll let them do it. So 38-yard line, we're Monroe Central. And for the first time tonight, we're going to have a snap from scrimmage in this other end of the field, which is the Monroe Central end. About a 5-yard pickup. And I believe that was Miller, Ben Miller. I know Ben was real hopeful that he could play here tonight, having that knee injury from last week. A lot of you may not realize that Ben attended school in the Frontier School District up through the 8th grade. His dad at that time was a teacher at Lawrence Elementary, so Ben and his brothers attended school at Lawrence Elementary. And then when he became a 9th grader, he attended Monroe Central. So he knows a lot of these Frontier Cougars pretty well. We get a toss. This is Shoemaker. He'll step up behind a good block. He's off to the races. And it looks like no one is going to catch him. Johnny Shoemaker, 56 yards. And I took my eye. He got a nice block right here in front of us by someone and did a nice job of cutting back off of that block. And then it was a foot race. And that case there, Johnny was not going to lose that race. He's in the end zone again. And it's 30-0.
Number 60, Darren Rupp, to attempt a point after. Number 7, Matt Cole, will hold.
There's the snap down. Grubby's kick is right through there again. 6:09 remaining in the first half. It's 31-0 Monroe Central. I'll tell you, Jason, before we go any longer here and we kind of forget what's going on, let's give the people the answer to that question I asked a little while ago. Where was the first win, and who was that first win in Coach Acosta's coaching career? In 1971, the coach's first game as a varsity coach was against Meadowbrook, and that game was a tie. Second game was against Bellsville. At that time, that game was much earlier in the season, and it was also a tie. So after 2 weeks, Coach Acosta was 0-0-2. And during week number 3, he got his first win at Shenandoah. That was win number 1, 1971. And he tells me today that Gus Harmon had a nice game down there, had a big running game, and led that win. So the question would be, how many people in attendance tonight was in attendance at that game number 1? And I'd say there's probably a few.
Going deep for the Cougars, number 4, Ronnie Early.
Rick was there.
Number 19, Brian Edgar. And number 21, Ryan Schmidt.
Said Coach Briggs was probably there, wasn't he? Was he on the staff then? Coach Briggs, was he on the staff at that time? That first year? I'm sure he was, because I think he's been there ever since. Just bear with us, folks. Rick and I are having a conversation here. Yeah, we think that Coach Briggs' coaching career goes back to the time when Coach Butts was the coach. That'd be another good trivia question. Who was the coach before Coach Acosta? And that was Bob Butts. It's going to be one of those nights, folks. We're going to run out of things to talk about here. I may go down and get Lance yet. One of the up backs, number 4, Early, will take this kick, come to the near side, and be wrestled down from behind by Adam Jones. Now the young pup here, Jason's telling us back in 1971, he was a long way from even being born yet. So he's reminding us how young he is and how old some of the rest of us are getting.
Cougar ball, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Now I bet if Joe had been here, she would have remembered some of that. That's back in her school days. Now she'll be mad because I'm giving her age away.
She's not a day past 42.
Cougars ball on their own 26-yard line. They want to throw. Reed going out far side for Edgar, incomplete. Miller coming up aggressively and getting a hand on that. Miller giving away quite a bit of height there as Edgar, number 19, 6'4". Ben Miller only about 5'10", we'll call it. So a 6-inch advantage for Edgar, but Miller going up and getting a hand on that ball. If you heard Thursday night on the show, I believe Ben was talking about how he likes to play that tight coverage, man-to-man coverage. Opportunity here tonight for him maybe to step in front of one of those and get an interception. Would be nice. Miller will go out once again on Edgar, wide to the left. One back is Benninger behind the quarterback, Reed. Motion from Early. They'll go to the motion man. Right side. Again, not much. Josh Jones, Adam Farnsworth.
Ronnie Early on the carry for the...
Along with others. Looks like Robert Muntz also on that play.
Number 7, Matt Cole.
As Farnsworth is giving Shoemaker a breather on this possession. So we've seen quite a few guys getting an opportunity to play tonight. Dan Harris, Adam Farnsworth, both seeing considerable action here in the first half. Dan Harris making his first start on that offensive line. And at 31-0, I think we're going to see quite a few people before the night's over. 3rd down, 10. Shotgun formation by the Cougars. He's got some pressure. He tries to step away from Cecil, but he's not able to step away from, I believe that's Tucker Roberts. Cecil with the initial pressure and the sack for Tucker Roberts. 4th down and long. Cougars once again will be forced to punt. Like sometimes here I'm telling you what the PA man across the way is saying, and I've caught him a couple times here. I don't think he's even close on a couple of our names. Number 66 is Shapley, the punter. Gets some pressure. Again, he's angling to that far side and going to go out of bounds after a short kick. I guess that's why I'm standing up here on this shaky scaffolding and not down in the field coaching, because I don't understand why people want to punt the ball so short.
Bobby Shapley's punt goes out of bounds.
Time after time. Yeah, and that's going to be at the 43-yard line for Monroe Central. And that, again, is only about a little over 20-yard punt. .424 remaining first half. Seminoles once again starting a possession in Frontier territory. Seems like I've said that quite a few times. I guess that's because I have. Jones, right side. Josh Jones breaks away from a couple tackles. He's on his way to the end zone. 43 yards. Josh Jones, touchdown. No flags. And it's getting a little ridiculous. Seminoles able to do whatever they want, whenever they want. One play, 43 yards.
Number 60, Darren Grubb, to attempt to point out.
So Darren Grubb, even though Darren not able to play offensively or defensively thus far tonight because of the wrist injury, he's getting quite a workout on extra points and kickoffs. Down, line drive kick, right through there. 4:13 remaining in the first half. It's 38-0, Monroe Central. They're to the end zone for the 5th time, so Darren is now 4 for 4 on kicks. We went for 2 once and made it, and he's going to kick off once again here in just a moment. We said earlier the perfect scenario this would be, get some points on the board the first half, maybe let your frontline guys play a little bit in the 3rd quarter and work on some things. But that may be a little bit of a change here because you really don't want to risk injury with the game next week at Bellsville. Seminoles still keeping some hopes alive for the postseason. And if you want to check your papers this weekend and see what our chances are, some scores you need to look for is number 1. We need today, on this Friday night, we need Richmond-Dale Southeastern to lose to Unioto. We need Chesapeake to lose to South Point. And we need Belpre to lose to Nelsonville York. And then next week, we're going to give you a scenario of about 3 more teams that have to lose to give us a chance to make the playoffs. I think some people got a little bit of false hopes up this week when they saw that Monroe Central was 5th this week. But, there's no points to be gained tonight. And, we need some people to lose. It's as simple as that. If they don't lose, our season will end next week at Bellsville. Hopefully after another Seminole win. But, each of those teams has some games coming up that they have a chance to lose. So, we'll still be hopeful right to the last minute. Darren Grubb, kickoff line drive over to the left. Edgar will take it near the sideline at the 10-yard line. He'll be run down, almost run down by Miller. He'll step up, or Matt Cole will cover him up, along with number 34, Adam Jones, on another kickoff tackle. So nice coverage and a nice kickoff by Darren, who has stayed on the field of play, forced the return man Edgar to pick it up. This time the Cougars will start on their own 18-yard line with 4:07 remaining in the first half. I'm sure that, the easiness of things as far as the defense is maybe helped a little bit by a different quarterback by the Cougars, but again, just better personnel on the defensive side. They'll pitch to 44, Benninger. He'll try to get outside. He'll run right into Adam Jones at the line of scrimmage.
For the Cougars. Making the stop for the Seminoles.
They may give Benninger a couple yards to the 20. It's 2nd and 8. Nice turnout down here at Frontier tonight, once again by the Seminole faithful. Not a lot of noise, but I guess when the way everything's been happening so far, a little hard to get too excited. It's almost like watching a practice session. Option. They'll pitch to number 21. He'll step away from a tackle.
21,
that was Farnsworth that had a hand on him. He stepped away from that tackle before going down. Number 21 was the ball carrier, Schmidt. And we have a Cougar kind of slow, as that is number 19, Brian Edgar. The Cougar head coach is Russ Morris. He'll come to the field now to take a look at his player. The Cougars have had a real nice ball club the last few years. Coach Morris there has done a super job down here, as he's tried to do things the correct way, and real impressive with some of the things he has done. And this year, just basically they're out personnel. Just one win this year at 1-7, and that win coming early in the season against Waterford. So we'll give the opportunity for the players to get a quick shot of water here as they'll take Edgar off the field, as he's not putting any weight at all on that right leg. And at any time, especially a game like this, hate to see anyone come up with an injury. That stoppage in play coming at 3:07 remaining in the first half.
Number 19, Brian.
All right, we're back ready to go now as the team's back to the field. Craig McConnell and Andrew McIntyre taking care of that duty out there as they water the troops down. Got him an assistant down there tonight. 3rd down 6. Ball at the 22-yard line. Number 21, Schmidt, will now go wide left. Reed wants to throw. He's going across for Schmidt. Miller, the defender, the ball way overthrown.
21, Ryan Schmidt.
4th down.
Is overthrown.
So 4th down and 6. We'll see how the Cougars choose to play this punt. A couple times tonight they have punted the ball away from Nippert, and the result has been very, very short punts and excellent field position by Monroe Central. Number 66 is Shapley once again.
66, Bobby Shapley.
Nippert back at his own 43-yard line.
88, Jesse Nippert, deep for the Seminoles.
This time he's going to come to this right side. It's going to stay in the field of play. It's going to hit short and bounce and take a nice Frontier roll to the 40-yard line, where it will be downed by number 21, Schmidt.
Pass rolls dead at the Seminole 40-yard line.
And we have a flag down. And a roughing the kicker call, or running into the kicker.
Penalty assessed against the Seminoles, roughing the kicker.
I'm not sure if anybody saw that as they carried with the flight of the ball, and I didn't see it. But again, 38-0, really a senseless penalty. It kind of looks like, that punter, when he takes a snap, he kind of runs a couple steps up before he kicks it. So again, Coach Acosta not agreeing with the call, and I took my eye off the play and was watching the flight of the ball. I think the kid went down and got up limping, and that maybe drew a flag. So 15-yard step off against Monroe Central. That'll put the ball at the 37-yard line. We'll give the Cougars a first down. That may only be about 3 first downs in the first half. So, a little noise from the crowd now. Some movement, but no flag. Vinegar's the ball carrier. He'll be upended by Shoemaker.
Jimmy Vinegar on the carry. Stop for the Seminoles, number 34, Adam Jones, and number 44, John Shoemaker.
Pickup of a yard, 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down 9 for the Cougars.
Cougars taking a long time in the huddle. I guess when it's 38-0, you're in no hurry to get up there and run another play. They'll shift, go a little unbalanced to the left. They want to throw. Pump fake. Now they'll go deep. Incomplete. Intended receiver is number 88, Adam Cochran.
Incomplete.
Nippert was the defender. And I think Jesse thought he was going to get an interception as he went over there and broke that play up.
Seminoles, number 88.
3rd down and 9. 1:33 remaining in the first half.
3rd down 9 for the Cougars.
This time the quarterback, Eric Reed, will go up under center. He'll fake, try to go across the middle, and he'll be brought down in the middle.
Number 11, Reed, caught in the backfield.
I think that's Robert Muntz that had a hold of the feet and brought him down.
For the Seminoles, number 84, John Cecil.
So the clock running at 1:15.
Loss of 2 in the play.
That'll be 4th down and 11. Reed tried to pump fake there, and as he wanted to step back then and to throw deep downfield, I think he just couldn't move his feet as he had a Seminole wrapped around his legs.
Deep for the nose, number 88, Jesse Nippert.
Again, the pressure, and a kick out of bounds as Heath Wells put some pressure on, forced that kick to go to the side. Again, I think the kicker, Shapley, was trying to kick the ball to the side, and prior to that kick, I heard Coach yell out to Jesse deep there, either to fair catch it or let it roll. Situation like that, I'm sure that's not what Jesse wanted to hear. But at 38-0 and a minute left, now 49 seconds before halftime, really, no need to get any more points on the board. Matt Cole will take a snap now at quarterback. He'll give to Adam Farnsworth. He'll be inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
On the carry for the nose. On the stop for the Cougars, number 73, Rick Cole.
Also, Brad Ludwig in the secondary, in the backfield. Number 82, David Forrest, will now check in for John Cecil. Cecil stays, and now Preston Kilburn will come out. 15 seconds, clock running. And we're going to get a whistle and stop play at 5 seconds remaining. From the far side, an illegal procedure.
Penalty assessed against the Seminoles.
That will be against Monroe Central. So again, several penalties here in this first half assessed to Monroe Central. And they said a man on the right side of the line there took a stance and brought his hand up, I believe, and that is illegal. And that clock will now run out before we can get another play. It's halftime. Monroe Central 38, Frontier nothing. Well, let's wait a minute before we check out here. The officials are talking. It may not be halftime. I think after the penalty there, that clock should not have started. That may be the discussion. And the chain crew's leaving the game here, so somebody needs to tell them that there's another play before halftime. So they're going to reset the clock, or at least keep the time on the field. We will get another play. Because after that penalty, you cannot restart the clock. At least that's what the officials are saying. So we'll get one more play. Seminoles back in the huddle. So the chain crew's back now, and I really don't know that you need the chains up, though, before this. We get motion out of Ledwig. Somebody went the wrong way. Matt Cole was going to be swarmed under in the backfield by Kroll and Benniger and a couple other Cougars, so maybe we shouldn't have run that last play. I'd say Matt Cole wishes we hadn't run it, but somebody went the wrong way. So now we're at halftime, and the score is the same as it was before that. Monroe Central 38, Frontier nothing. We'll be back with the Seminole Band.
Wayne A. Smith is a husband, father, and grandfather with educational and professional experience in public administration and a solid financial background. He's proudly served his country for 20 years, managing military and civilian personnel. His past financial experience includes being assistant vice president in a bank. He's recently written grants bringing over $600,000 to Monroe County and is actively involved in our community. For energy, vision, and a new sense of direction to the office of Monroe County Auditor, elect Wayne A. Smith the only qualified candidate. You have so many commitments in your life and so many decisions to make about your future and theirs, like buying a house, saving for college, making investments, or planning for retirement. At Ormet Credit Union, we're committed to knowing current trends in finance and committed to sharing these methods with our members to help you make better financial decisions. So whether you're college-bound, raising children, or planning for retirement, let Ormet Credit Union help you find financial success, because our commitment is you.
You know, I've been through a lot on my Kelly Safari tires. I've crossed rivers, really big rivers. Once, I drove straight through a jungle.
All you have to do to get your Kelly Safari AWRs is to stop by Monroe Tire Center, Woodsfield.
I love my Kelly Safari so much, when I'm through with them, I pass them down to the kids. So get yourself some Safaris, and you'll go far.
Hey, Ohio Valley, it's worth the drive to Woodsfield to find the latest trends in decorating and gifts. Pat's Gift Shop has 8 rooms full of unique gifts, furniture, home decor, and collectibles, including Beanie Babies, Cats Meow, Cherished Teddies, and Precious Moments. Now's the time to come to Monroe County's oldest and largest gift shop to find out how you can enter their Home Sweet Home decorating contest. It's your chance to win one of several prizes, including a $300 shopping spree, just in time for holiday gift giving or decorating at Pat's. Dr. and Mrs. Heckert are proud to make Monroe County their home and to serve as your hometown family doctor, along with experienced nurses and a nurse practitioner affiliated with Marietta Memorial Hospital.
Third quarter about to get underway. If you remember, the Seminoles kicked off to start the game, so that means they will receive to start this third period with the 38-0 lead. Just note there, after the halftime performance, Monroe Central Band is qualified next weekend for state competition, and their band director, Mr. Brad Ritchie, is a graduate of Frontier High School, so I'm sure he was even more eager to put on a nice halftime show down here in front of some family and friends. Also, you may have seen during our halftime band performance, the East squad was over near the Frontier bench, and it appeared that they took number 19, Brian Edgar, out of here and took him to the hospital to be checked. Look for an onside kick, possibly by the Cougars. No, it's away. It's going to hit and bounce. Shoemaker at the 20, 25. Trying to get upfield to the 35-yard line. He'll run right into number 44, Jamie Benniger of the Cougars. And that's where Monroe Central will start, period number 3. So we'll look out and see mostly that first offensive group on the field. And that first offensive group has included number 71, Dan Harris, today. We see Derek Griffith going to the huddle, so you can look maybe for the first offensive group to stay in for this initial series or until they score again, and then turn things over to the second group for much of the remainder of the evening, or at least that's the plan. The 35-yard line. Griffith gives to Jones. He'll have 5 yards. He'll be surrounded, looked like number 73, Ricky Kroll.
Number 73, Rick Kroll.
Kroll, just a junior. He's 6'4", 255 pounds.
He's a 4 on the play. Second down, 6 for the nose.
Kilburn and Woodby replace Miller and Nippert. Second down and 5. There's the counter. Shoemaker breaks the outside. Running room, 50, 40. Cuts back, still on his feet. Cuts back again, picks up a block. He's going to the end zone. Johnny Shoemaker. And that's a 2-play, 65-yard drive by the Seminoles. A 60-yard run by Shoemaker. I think his earlier touchdown run was over 50 yards. So a pretty big night's work by Johnny Shoemaker and the other backs, and not very many offensive plays. So that takes 1 minute and 6 seconds of the third quarter. Darren Grubb to try the point once again. Snaps down, kicks, line drive, no good. Wide left, wide to the left. So 10 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the third period. Monroe Central extends their lead 44-0. Okay, we cut out briefly there during some of these breaks. I'm going to try to save my voice and save your hearing. But do want to mention here that the plans are that immediately after this broadcast, that should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 o'clock this afternoon, they're going to run one of the highlights tapes that's put together by Coach Circosta, Jerry Calder, for one of the years previous. I'm not sure what years they're going to do. They plan to do one at 10 o'clock just before our Saturday morning broadcast, and do another one immediately after this game. So you might want to tune in. If you've never seen one of those highlight tapes, it is quite impressive. Derek Griffith kicks off to the 15-yard line. That's number 4 early, and he's brought down by Adam Jones once again. I'm not too sure if Adam Jones hasn't made every kickoff tackle in this game. And that's inside the 20-yard line at the 18, so that's quite a nice coverage of a decent kick by Griffith. Adam Jones making that tackle. So again, the starting defensive unit is still in for this possession. As they're up tight, just one deep back, and that is Nippert. They'll give to number 21, Schmidt. He's going to be hit by Muntz and Ludwig, along with Josh Jones. Pickup of 2 yards to the 20, second and 8. Adam Farnsworth will check into the game and replace John Shoemaker at one linebacker. Just made the point here up top here that in all the years of Frontier playing Monroe Central and Woodsfield, the Cougars have never won, and this will extend that streak. They'll toss to their back, Benninger. He is hit by Woodby, who come up and makes the tackle, then receives some help. Pick up near 5 yards to the 25-yard line.
Number 21, Josh Jones, and number 84, John Cecil.
So hopefully this clock will continue to run here, and we can make some substitutions here very soon with the JV group. Just want to mention, Frontier had called a week or so ago, and there is no JV game on Monday, so the JV season is done. So even more important to get those young men some time here tonight. They'll toss. This is Benniger, left side, flag down. Looks like Adam Jones and some help from Ben Miller, but we're going to get a flag down, and this is in the area of probably a holding call. And it is holding against the Cougars. And it looks like that carry was good enough for a first down, but that will be negated as that will march the Cougars back and force them into a third and long situation. Brad Demmerling was also on the field for that last play. He now steps out in favor of Brad Ledwig in a probable passing situation, so the extra defensive back going back on the field. After quite a lengthy discussion there, we'll get a step off back to the 16-yard line. Have to stop and count. Now a lot of yard markings on this side of the field. It will be Frontier's ball, third down and long at their own 16-yard line. 3rd and 13 as they need out to the 29-yard line for the first down. We see number 50, Jeremy Beardmore, now in the field at a linebacker, along with Adam Farnsworth, as both Jones and Shoemaker are out. Shotgun, Reed. He wants to go deep. Incomplete. Intended for number 44, Benniger. Number 30, Brad Ledwig, was the closest defender. And if the ball had not been underthrown, I think Brad Ledwig would have had an interception. 4th down and long. We look for another Cougar punt. And instruction from the sideline just went out, fair catch. Fair catch or let the ball go. And we start to get some movement down here as the JV offense will start to line up. I think we'll see them very soon. Snap back to the punter, Shapley. He's going to run it. Now he'll throw a pass, and that's incomplete. Pressure from Heath Wells. The pass by the punter, Shapley, intended for number 90. Grossplus, and that's incomplete. And we'll get a stoppage of play.
Have an official's timeout.
We've got a Monroe Central player who's a little bit slow getting up. Number 42, Adam Farnsworth, shaking up on the play. And with the JV offense, and now will force someone else into action as the fullback. As Farnsworth is the fullback on his team. Adam has a problem with a shoulder that gives him problems quite a bit. So I'm not sure if that was what happened on that play or not. So a lot of younger guys on the field. The quarterback of this group will be number 10, Ryan Burkhart. And the backfield will be number 30, Brad Ludwig, number 20, Eric Brown, number 45, Dustin Rose. Burkhart runs a sneak. He'll pick up a yard. The center of this group is number 55, Nick Tennant. Also have number 73, Ryan Van Wy. Number 70, Randall Seifert. Number 58, Tom Harris. We'll try to catch some of these names. See number 40, Dave McKee, now on the field as a running back position. Dan Harris is getting quite a workout tonight, playing with the first group, now in with the JV group. McKee, he'll be hit and driven back. No gain. Looks like number 60, Mike Armstrong, made the play.
Number 90, Justin Grosslow.
Also with this JV group, number 86, Preston Kilburn. Number 82, David Forrest. Tackle on the far side is number 70, Randall Seifert. Also on that far side is number 73, as I mentioned, Van Wy. Give to Eric Brown. He'll get short yardage and a flag goes in near the point of the tackle. In a game like this, it's already 44-0. You hate to see yellow flags cluttering up the field. Initial signal by some of the Seminoles that this will go against the Cougars.
Penalty against the Cougars.
And this will be a step off and could result in a first down for Monroe Central. Illegal helmet contact, and somebody made first contact with the headgear, which is illegal. Appears to be the call. That's a call I don't think we've seen at any time this year, but it is a penalty nonetheless. And clock now running at his third down now, 2 for the Seminoles. 3rd and 2. Burkhart runs the sneak. Not much. He's near the 5. Very near his first down. And Ryan Burkhart may have a first down as he's run a couple of quarterback sneaks. And it is a first down. We talked one other week when the JV's got quite a bit of time. You know, as a JV group, one of your first goals is to get a first down. And then after you accomplish that, your next goal is to get a touchdown. And maybe tonight to pick up a couple. The JV scoring once earlier in the year down at Fort Fry, I believe it was. Brad Ledwick did the honors. So now 1st and goal from the 5. We'll see who tries to get the ball into the end zone. Power formation, whistle, and we're going to have a flag, and that's movement in the backfield by Monroe Central. And now take it back to the 10-yard line for illegal procedure. One of the backs there kind of leaned forward prior to the snap. So, I think we're going to be here a while, boys. 6:55 remaining, 3rd quarter. So just 5 more yards for someone to gain now as this JV group tries to get into the end zone. Rose and Ludwig are the backs. Motion is Eric Brown. Ludwig. He'll be back near the original line of scrimmage.
Number 30, Brad Ludwig will be carried.
I think they'll put him down near the 6-yard line.
Number 4 running early.
More importantly,
Number 78, Sean Smetlin.
clock running now 6:15. Second down goal from the 5. That is Brown. He'll get another yard to the 4. Number 20, Eric Brown. Running off that left side, Preston Kilburn, Dan Harris, along with number 58, Tom Harris, on that left side of the line. As I mentioned, the center is Nick Tennant, number 55. Number 73, Ryan Van Wy is the right guard. Number 70, Randy Seifert is the right tackle. The end on the far side is number 82, David Forrest. Adam Farnsworth is now in at the fullback position. On 3rd and 4, look for Farnsworth to get the ball. Motion by Brown. This is Farnsworth. Heading for the end zone, cuts back and in. Adam Farnsworth, 4-yard touchdown run. His first varsity touchdown of his career. Seminoles hit that 50-point marker. It's now 50-0. You'll see the first group go back on the field here now on most of the specialty teams as they will try the extra point. Matt Cole will hold, and number 11, Derek Griffith, will try the extra point. Good snap. Griffith's kick is blocked. Somebody in the middle with a big hand up in the air, so Derek Griffith's first attempt at an extra point is blocked. Off. That'll be our third different man to kick off tonight, following Darren Grubb and Derek Griffith. This will be a JV cover team. It looks like pretty much our first line return team, as the regular backs are deep. And Kilburn, a nice kick. Number 21, Schmidt, at the 10-yard line. Sidesteps a couple people, goes cross field. He'll be hit. First contact by Eric Brown, number 20. He'll be out to the 30-yard line, but a nice kick by Kilburn to the 10, and pretty nice coverage. They'll give the tackle to Eric Brown. Cougars now, and we see a mixture of first group, second group on defense, as the Cougars still have their first group in offensively. Farnsworth checks back out. "11 people in the field," that's the first thing you check. Adam Jones and Jeremy Beardmore, the linebackers. Reed fumbles the snap and covers it. He'll probably lose a yard. And we see some people shuffling out and in.
Covered by number 11, Eric Reed.
Heath Wells still on the field, will now come out. John Cecil still on the field. See Robert Muntz still on the field. In the secondary, we see Nippert still there, along with Miller and Woodby. So Cecil staying in. Looked like he was checking to see whether he should come out. Muntz will now play the nose position, and Dan Harris, the tackle on the far side. Brad Demmerling is the left tackle. Preston Kilburn is the end on the far side. Second down and 10. Reed wants to throw. Quick out here, complete to Schmidt. He'll be tackled by Woodby after a short pickup.
Tackle for the nose, number 22, Josh Woodby.
As long as Frontier, has some of these first backs in, you'll see a scattering of first-line defensive people stay in from Monroe Central. We can look for the quarterback, number 11, Reed, probably to stay in the rest of the game, as he normally, I assume, was the JV quarterback. When they lost their starter this week to a broken leg, he assumed the starting job and will now be in with both the first and second groups. 3rd and 7 after a 3-yard pickup. David Forrest, the defensive end, on this, the near side. Reed wants to throw. Get some pressure. That's a screen to number 21, Schmidt. He has running room down the far side. Lots of running room. Woodby comes across the field and drives him out of bounds. Demmerling got some pressure on the quarterback, but it was a screen and a well-designed play. And Schmidt was the receiver and went down the far side line, and Woodby made a nice tackle on that far out of bounds line at the 33-yard line. So by far the biggest play so far that Frontier has had, but again, this is mainly first offensive group of Frontier against an entirely second unit of defenders for Monroe Central. And you really can't blame Frontier for leaving people in and trying to get on the board. And the quarterback, Reed, down the line, he was wrapped up. I believe that was Demmerling, number 61. And a loss of 7 yards on the play, as there was to be an option, but Brad Demmerling had other things to say, and he drops the quarterback after a 7-yard loss. And here's an opportunity for Brad Demmerling to play a little bit of defensive tackle, Adam Jones to move from defensive end to linebacker, and Jeremy Beardmore to play a little bit of linebacker. For some guys who have not got a chance to play a lot of defense this year, or at least not at these positions. Second down and 17. Reed gives the up back Benniger. Demmerling had a hold of the shirt, gets some help then from Kilburn and Harris. short pickup, third down.
Number 61, Brad Timberlake.
Third down and 15. We move inside 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. You can see the officials being a little bit slow at marking the ball ready for play, letting some time run off there. They want to keep this game moving as much as anything. You know, we're already at 50-0, and they're going to try to get this game completed as quickly as possible. Reed wants to throw. Under pressure. Incomplete. Number 21, Schmidt, the intended receiver. That was Demmerling once again, as he put some pressure on and made a hit on the quarterback. And we see Reed, the quarterback, up kind of slow and limping there as he took that hit. Fourth down and 15.
15 for the Cougars.
So I'd say Brad kind of likes this defense. He's been in on nearly every play since going onto the field for this possession. Fourth down and 15. Reed to throw. Steps outside. He's going deep. That's intercepted. I believe that's his Jesse Nippert with his fourth interception of the year. As they were going deep, and good coverage on that far side by Miller, I believe. And Nippert going over as a free safety should and making that play. So with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter, Seminoles will take over at their own 9-yard line. But as I said, I think you're going to leave the first defensive secondary in, and that's Miller and Woodby and Nippert, until the Cougars put some backup wide receivers in. So again, Ryan Burkhart is the quarterback. There's a handoff. A nice run and a fumble. And we'll wait for a signal. Monroe Central ball.
Covered by the Seminoles.
The ball carrier was Rose. A nice gain. And I'm not sure if Rose recovered his own fumble or if Kilburn may have gotten on that ball.
3 for the Seminoles.
Pickup of 7 yards by Rose on that catch. That's number 45, Dustin Rose. He was a guest Thursday night on Coach's Corner. This will probably be the last play of period number 3. That's going to be a first down carry. And
Number 34, Adam Jones.
and that is Adam Jones getting some time at fullback. Adam getting the first down. We'll stop the clock to move the chains with 13 seconds left. It's now running.
Down Seminoles.
The Seminoles will stay in the huddle and let the time expire. We have reached the end of 3 periods. Monroe Central 50, Frontier nothing.
Hi, I'm Jeff Waddell. This is my wife Jenny and daughter Ashley. Along with our sons Jeff and Tim make up our family. As you can see, I've got a vested interest in the future of Monroe County, my family. I've lived here all my life and I love it here. My dream is that someday my children can live here and work here too. I do not accept that we can't create or bring jobs to Monroe County. I know we can. I've done it. Many families like ours can't ride their bikes down Main Street because they've been forced to leave because of no jobs. I'd like an opportunity to change that, and with your help, I can.
Vote for my dad November 3rd.
We offer the future. Ohio University Eastern means value. OUE offers you 5 4-year degree programs, master's programs, and a state-of-the-art athletic center on campus. Ohio University Eastern means professionalism. The student-to-faculty ratio is 15 to 1, and over 60% of OUE's instructors have doctorate degrees. Ohio University Eastern means opportunity. The affordable education you get at OUE will open the doors to your future. Call Ohio University Eastern today at 1-800-648-3331. Dr. and Mrs. Heckert are proud to make Monroe County their home and to serve as your hometown family doctor, along with experienced nurses and a nurse practitioner affiliated with Marietta Memorial Hospital.
job tonight with all these different ball carriers and everything is the stat men, Gary Loveday and his crew, Gene Brown and whoever else they have down there with them tonight. You know, they've better have lots of pencils with them. First down carry.
Number 20 here.
That's Brown. A couple yard pickup by Brown on that carry.
Second down 8.
As again, in this situation, I think they'll try to make sure about everybody in this JV group gets a couple of carries tonight. And I think most of them have already by this time, as we're just in the fourth quarter. No hole to run in. It's going to be third down. Ball carrier was Farnsworth. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Number 42, Adam Farnsworth on the carry for Seminoles.
See the Cougars sliding a few different players on the field now as at the start of this fourth quarter. Some clean jerseys and clean pants now out there, so this has pretty much turned into a full reserve game. And it's great to see. You know, you don't get that opportunity much where the JVs can get almost a full half of football on a Friday night. They'll toss. Brown, left side, shows some speed, gets outside. He may be just shy of the first down, out to the 30-yard line.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 4, Ronnie Early.
5-yard pickup by Brown. Maybe just a little bit more than the 5, closer to 7 yards. 4th down and a yard. And we're going to get a punt. And I want you to look here coming out to snap the ball on this. That's number 40, Davey McKee, the snapper on these punts for the JVs. Brad Ludwig is in punt formation. He gets the kick away, end over end. Schmidt will bobble it. It's loose on the ground. He'll now cover it at his own 48-yard line. Brad Ludwig, the kicker. And Schmidt tried to field it on the run, bobbled it, and recovered his own fumble now at the Frontier 48-yard line. As I start to mention, you know, the snapper on the JV team for those kicks is Davey McKee. Davey listed in the program 5'3", 100 pounds. And you almost can't see him as he goes up there to snap the ball. But it's, in the last couple of years, there's a new rule that's in that you're not allowed to hit the snapper on the kicks. So, he's the best that we have at this and does a nice job during the JV games getting that ball back there. Clock is running as the officials have, even on the change of possession, are going to keep the time running. There's going to be a screen. Reed across the middle to Benniger. He's going to have lots of running room. He's going to be hit by Farnsworth and Matt Cole after a pickup of 10 or 12 yards, and we're going to get a flag downfield. And we'll see what this is. But as I said, the officials on that change of possession went ahead and started the clock, even though it shouldn't start till the snap, as they try to run a few more seconds off. But now this penalty will stop play. And we'll sort this out. And we've seen no signal yet. It happened in the secondary, and there was a Frontier blocker. It could not pick up the number, and I believe Ben Miller was our player back there. So first of all, they're going to measure for the first down, and then we'll assess the penalty. And it's going to be a penalty against Frontier. But what you don't want to see happen with some of our first line guys is to get mixed up in a play and get a penalty, or worse yet, get kicked out of a game, because if you get ejected from a game, then you have to sit out next week. So hopefully, nothing like that will happen. They are just short of the first down by about 6 inches. So it would be second down and inches. Now we'll assess the penalty. We'll get that signal now as a dead ball personal foul against Frontier. If that had been a penalty against Monroe Central, they would not have taken the time to measure. They just would have went ahead and marked off the penalty. So I was quite confident it was going to go against one of the Frontier players. And it's going to be second down, as it is a dead ball foul after the play was over. And I'm sure that in this situation, you know, on the far side there, Coach Russ Morris of Frontier is not happy with one of his players getting a 15-yard penalty away from the play after the play is over. With only 8:55 remaining in the game, and you're already down 50-0, you know, neither team wants the penalties to stop the clock. They start the clock back running now, and I'm sure you'll see that clock run almost non-stop the rest of the way. Reed still has it. He's rolling out. He has running room. He'll be hit from behind by Dan Harris. He'll fall forward into Monroe Central territory at the 45-yard line. More than 10 yards on that pickup. Make that about 12-yard pickup for Reed. Third down and let's call it 4. 3rd and 4. As now the quarterback Reed is checked out. We'll have a new quarterback in. And that is number 10, Nick Crosby, a freshman. And he'll keep going far side. He'll be hit and dropped. A hard tackle on the far side. That is Farnsworth, I believe, on that tackle. Fourth down and 4. 4th and 4. 7:20 remaining. So the Cougars will go for it on 4th and 4. They'll give it on a counter, and he'll go nowhere. Demmerling and Harris in on that tackle. The clock stops with 7 minutes left, but the official on this side is going to throw his arm out of socket saying keep that clock running. Even on the change of possession, they're going to keep everything moving. And with as much time as the JV kids have gotten tonight, I think that nobody has a problem with that as they keep the clock moving and try to get things out of here. And it's already getting late enough. It's about time to get home, isn't it, Jason?
Absolutely.
And I don't know what's up with John Shoemaker in at the split end. I'd say as a senior, Johnny just wanted to play split end for a play, as he'll now check out of the game. I didn't see who the ball carrier was on that play. I was busy watching Johnny Shue line up at split end. 2nd down, 7. Farnsworth, nice gain across the 45 near the 43-yard line. Bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Clock still moving inside. 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. Nice to see the youngsters get another first down here and take a couple more minutes off this clock. There's going to be a first down carry. Looks like Brown, the ball carrier, he's going to get a first down inside the 40. Pushes forward to the 37-yard line. The officials keep that clock running even as they move the chains. Less than 5 minutes remaining.
First down, 7-0.
near the end of the game here. We want to keep an eye on things down here as I see Mr. Longwell, Mr. English doing a little work down here as they're unfurling a banner. A little mix-up in the backfield. Brown will be dropped for a big loss. A little bit of confusion. Burkhardt able to slip the ball to Brown, and he's going to lose 5-6 yards. And they're unfurling a banner down below here in tribute to Coach Sarcosta's 200th win on this date, October 30th, 1998. And Jason tries to get a shot of that. They're down by the cheerleaders. And this one hasn't been in much doubt since the opening 2 minutes. Farnsworth, running room, pulled down near the 30-yard line. Adam Farnsworth, nice gain. He's going to have better than 10 yards on that play. And here's the most noise we've heard out of the Seminole crowd tonight as many of them on their feet in tribute to Coach Sarcosta and his 200th win. And I'm just not sure if the people across the way, Frontiers, are really aware of this and know what all the commotion is or not. But, enjoy this. Next week, we'll be at Bellsville. We'll go for number 201. Burkhardt gives to Rose. Still on his feet. He's to the 25-yard line and has a first down. So a couple more first rounds for this JV offense as we move inside 3 minutes.
Number 77, Matt Over.
Now 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Burkhardt hands to McKee. He'll have a couple yards off that left side.
McKee on the carry.
And a pretty nice representation tonight with this JV offense as they've moved the ball well. Scoring once on a touchdown by Adam Farnsworth and moving the ball in this possession for a couple of first downs. Ball now at the 22-yard line. 2 minutes left. Brown off the left side. He'll have some yardage inside the 20. Pretty nice job on the left side of the line there. That's Seifert and Van Wy along with Kilburn over on that left side, opening up some nice holes. Third down 4. Little mix-up. Farnsworth has the ball. That bounced a little wider than planned. A yard maybe by Farnsworth on that carry. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Number 88, Adam Cochran.
4th and 3. The ball at about the 18-yard line. 1 minute remaining. And Coach Sarcosta has just sent instructions out for Ryan Burkhardt to take a knee. They're already 50-0. You almost hate to go to the end zone again. So they're going to let the clock run down, so we'll get Ryan Burkhardt to take a knee. And this may very well do it. This could be the last play of the game. And we get movement, and it will not be the last play of the game. 34 seconds. And a false start by one of the Seminoles along the front line. So we'll try this one more time. 34 seconds, clock is stopped. And we've got another sign down there. Looks like that one took a little bit of work. Dale English and Amanda Jones holding that up. A very nice sign in tribute to Coach Sarcosta's 200th win. Meanwhile, in the field, Burkhardt takes a knee, and that will be the final play of the game. And the coaching staff congratulating Coach Sarcosta Well, we'll have a stoppage of play as that was a 4th down play. So Frontier will take over as I lost track of the downs there. So we'll get another play here by the Cougars. And hopefully not more than one more play. And as this one ends, Jason, if you can, you might want to kind of tune in on Coach Acosta there as he leaves the field. I kind of wondered if the seniors might not have something planned up and maybe take the water over the head deal, but with one more game left and another week of practice, they didn't want to try it. Handoff or something out there for a short gain. It was Crosby, the quarterback, on a keeper. He's brought down, and this game is over. Seminoles in control of this one from the early going, scoring 9 points before they ever went on offense and winning 50-0. A lot of pictures out there. I'm not sure who all the photographers are. I see the Beacon photographer there, possibly the Marietta Times, so you may want to go out and get a Marietta paper. Congratulations there from Coach Russ Morris, as Coach Morris has been a good friend of Coach Acosta over the years. And congratulations from the rest of the Frontier coaching staff, as it is victory number 200. And Coach Matt Singleton out there. Both Coach Matt Singleton, along with his brother, Coach Pat Singleton, and also Coach Dave Sherman, all having the honor to be with Coach Acosta with wins as a player and as a coach. You know, now the family's out there. You know, Mrs. C, Susan and Janie both there, and they're going to pose for some pictures, and that's quite an accomplishment for the whole family, as I think people just don't realize, you know, how much time has went into things over the last 28 years by Mrs. Acosta and also by their daughters, you know, since, you know, they came on the scene back in the middle 70s. So 200 wins by Coach Acosta. Team-wise, this clinches a tie for the PVC 4 years in a row that the Seminoles have either shared or won the PVC title outright. A victory next week at Bellsville will give the Seminoles that title all alone. And we will be at Bellsville next week. That will be a Channel 7 game. Dale and Joe will be back with us. One of the Channel 7 people will be up to handle your play-by-play. I'm not sure if I'll be involved in that or not. So in case I am not involved, I just want to say to everybody out there who has been loyal followers this year, you know, thanks for listening. You know, I hope you've enjoyed listening to me as much as I've enjoyed talking to you. And even if I am involved next week, you know, have to be a little bit neutral. You know, as I've enjoyed working with Dave Bloomquist the last 2 years, you know, on the Channel 7 game against Bellsville, but I'm not sure what this year will bring. So I may go down to the sideline and join this one as a spectator. But be with us next week as we will travel to Bellsville. And remember, immediately following this game, the original plans were, and I hope they're still in effect, to show one of the highlights tapes immediately after we go off the air. And as I said earlier, if you have never seen one of the highlight tapes, you know, it's quite a production, and I think you'll enjoy it. So a lot of pictures being taken, and this is quite a moment here, and something that even though Coach would not talk about a lot this week on that, you know that it is quite an accomplishment and something he's quite proud of. So I'm going to sign out of here again, and we'll just kind of leave the camera running and let you take in some of the sights and sounds as the Seminoles get ready to leave the field. Final score again tonight, Monroe Central 50, Frontier nothing. We'll see you next week at Bellsville. lot of time into that sign down there. That's not something they was working this afternoon.
Time for that one.
One of those games I didn't think. We was talking about some of the younger kids today, down to junior high, just some kids that's going to be athletes even in those lower grades. I told him, I said, we'll be sitting here 10 or 12 years from now, you'll be getting ready to go for number 300.
That's right.
He said no, but
Who's that?